Welcome to my first grocery shopping trip for the gut protocol. So you're either seeing this because maybe you're catching it on YouTube, maybe I've shared this link with you to help you with your grocery shopping, or maybe you're somebody who's in my 4-week gut protocol group. But I hope this is helpful. Now keep in mind, I have a lot of things already at home and I'll try and talk about those things too. But I did find that I spent less money at the grocery store than what I typically would, because I eliminated a lot of things such as gluten and dairy and then processed foods, really. So let's go over, I have categorized everything within the food groups, so we're gonna go over that right now. My dog Lucy might be helping us too, if you can see her over here in the corner. Okay, so first up is the fruits. I went with watermelon. My daughter actually requested this. I love bananas. Guys, bananas is the cheapest fruit. Spaghetti squash got rolled over here. That is not a fruit. And then we got these little cuties and apples. So when it comes to selecting your fruit, if you're trying to save money, then don't pick the expensive fruits. Grapes, strawberries, blueberries can have a tendency to be expensive when bought fresh. So these are the fruits that I find to be the least expensive. If you bought a whole watermelon, you would even save more, but sometimes I hate cutting up a watermelon. Okay, so here's my vegetables, and I have peppers, okay, little mini peppers. I have bell peppers, and you may be wondering, a lot of the things that I buy is organic, but if they don't have it at the grocery store, I don't sweat it. I just go for the other option. It's whatever works best for you. Bell peppers and another bell pepper, cherry tomatoes. I love these green beans in the little steamer bag, asparagus. I'm gonna be dicing up and sauteing some squash. So I got zucchini and yellow squash, onions. All of those are really good, sauteed. Mushrooms. I'm actually making a recipe from the creator's cooking show, Fixate, which will have mushrooms in it. Okay, so that is my veggie options, all fresh. You can do frozen. Fresh is always best. So I have some frozen options already in the freezer. Okay, this is my healthy carb, and I have garbanzo beans. I have a wide selection of canned beans already in my pantry, but I couldn't remember if I still had garbanzo beans. I bought those. I have rices along with the basmati rice. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. And then I also have a gluten-free flour because for the first time ever, I'm in yeast too. I'm going to be making bread and xanthan gum. So this is going to give me the opportunity to still have bread. I like to have bread in the morning along with my veggie egg scramble. So I'm going to make fresh bread to go for the week. And yes, like this was fairly expensive at like $10, but there's tons in there. It's going to last forever because it doesn't call for very much xanthan gum in the recipe. Same thing with the flour. This flour wasn't too expensive. I think it was like $5, not too bad. This was really cheap at like $2.29. But I'm going to be able to, I only need, I think maybe one packet of this, a little bit out of this. I'll be able to make bread at least probably 3 times with just these ingredients. So it really saves you money making it yourself. I also got these. My husband requested the little mini rice bowls. So he can have those for lunch really quick. We'll probably use these for dinner. And then rolled oats. I love rolled oats. I'm going to be making my carrot cake muffins and leaving out the icing I usually put on the top, which is like plain Greek yogurt and powdered sugar. Since we're reducing our sugar intake, I'm going to leave that out, but I'm still going to be able to make my carrot muffins. Plus, I'll be having oatmeal in the morning. And then sweet potatoes. So, by the way, oatmeal, this is regular oatmeal, nothing in it. I do add my vegan superfood shake, which is Shakeology. And then I add a little bit of peanut butter, and sometimes I'll add blueberries or bananas. Flippin' tastes amazing. I love it. So don't go boring and just put water in this. Add a sprinkle, like maybe a tablespoon of vegan vanilla, and then, or whatever flavor you may have, will probably still taste good. And then a little bit of peanut butter and some fruit, and you can really jazz up your oatmeal and keep it low in sugar, okay? All right, so my fermented options, I went with sauerkraut. I actually love sauerkraut. This is something that I know some people don't love, but you are supposed to be having a fermented serving 3 times a week, 3 days a week. So I also got the miso broth Miso broth is something that I really like when I go to the Japanese restaurant. So I'm thinking it'll probably taste pretty good. And I can put some like chives or cilantro in it and kind of spice it up a little bit. Then I have my protein options. These are honestly my favorite eggs, Happy Eggs. They are free range in a pasture. The yolks in these eggs are the orangest, yellowest I have ever seen. And my family eats a lot of eggs. So we have 3 cartons of those there. We have ground chicken. I actually prefer the ground chicken that comes from Whole Foods, but this is what I had to work with. I do prefer ground chicken over ground turkey. And then I have pre-cooked chicken, which is organic from Purdue. This is really easy to throw on salads, dice up, throw into a wrap, or however you want to make it. I also will often top it on spaghetti squash, which you guys may have seen over there in my veggie option. I have a spaghetti squash. And I also learned with a spaghetti squash, let's go back over here, the easy way to make it is in a microwave. Put it in the microwave 4 minutes, cut it, take the seeds out, and put it in the microwave another 5 minutes. You're ready to rock. Okay. I also have chicken. So we have about 4 packs of chicken there. So those are our protein options. Next thing I'm going to go to are my teaspoon options. So you may be wondering, okay, almond milk teaspoon. Well, that is what you get to count. I think 8 ounces of unsweetened almond milk. I usually like Simple Truth organic. Again, they didn't have it. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to go with whatever brand was available. I just made sure that it was unsweet. Okay. Then I have organic peanut butter. Love the ingredients in this. It's just peanuts and sea salt, which is what I'm looking for. Way too many peanut butters have a ton of crap in them. So make sure you're checking for that. This one has a really great flavor. Sometimes organic peanut butters cannot taste so great, but I really like this. And then I got ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. One of the recipes I'll be making calls for this. This lasts forever. And I know this is another pricier option of like $10, but this is literally going to last me, I don't even know how long. It's going to last a really long time. So this is something else I got that will be counted in teaspoons. And then we also have our blue containers. I will most likely be eating avocado. This is already smashed up avocado. I have this on my eggs a lot. And then hummus. This is our favorite, which is the garlic hummus. So that'll be our blue container and our healthy fats. And then we have our freeze. So I'll be cooking with garlic and ginger root. Ginger root has an amazing taste with it. When I used to juice back in the day, I would juice carrot juice and ginger root. So good. And then I went and had to get some new spices because we were out of these. I just recently was out of cinnamon and nutmeg, and then apple cider vinegar. Now, again, I have a cabinet full of spices. So kind of hard to see. It's not the most organized cabinet. And then I also already have things like coconut oil and olive oil and cooking spray and honey and you know, maple syrup. I think some of the recipes may call for like maple syrup. And then I also have a freezer that already has frozen fruit options in it, like blueberries. And then I've already bought frozen cauliflower rice, okay? And I already have, you know, what is this, peas and corn. I'll probably be eating corn, but these are just things like that are already stocked up in my freezer. Also, if we walk over here to my pantry, I already have, you know, some of my supplements going over in this area, but I already have like broth, and I told you guys I have tons of cans of already done beans, tomatoes, and all. All right, Lucy, what'd you think? Was that helpful for you? Yeah. Hopefully you guys found that to be helpful. This is my grocery haul. It's probably going to change a little bit week to week. We are supposed to be eating 30 different plants. So plants also are going to be plants in general. It's not just vegetables. It's going to be plants in general. So there's a large list for your inner group. You'll see that I already placed a list of several different plants. But I'm really excited. I think that this is going to be a really great thing for me to figure out specifically what could be going on with my own gut health. I know when I have looked through that list of things, I did see that I do have a few of those issues myself, and I've always wondered if it was dairy. And guess what? I'm going to be able to figure that out in these next 4 weeks. Bye.